Yeah, if they would add a solo mode or a PvE mode, I would buy the game in a heartbeat. As it stands right now, I am very hopeful based on what people like yourself and Code Carnage and Shroud and other people have said about the fact that the solo queue appears to be mostly made up of players who are just there to do quests and not kill each other. Now, there are still people who will try to kill you. That's not to say they don't exist, but it does seem that the solo experience has largely been players who are there for questing as opposed to, because pretty much everyone I've seen has said the exact same thing. The moment you queue up in a group-based encounter, it immediately turns into a battle royale, 3 versus 3. Suddenly it feels like you're playing Call of Duty or you're playing Apex Legends or something, because the entire 3 versus 3 squad-based gameplay is all about we're going to kill all the teams on the map and not worry about quests. So everyone's saying if you want to just do quests, stick to the solo queues. Why are there arrows pointing that way? I feel like I might be going the right direction. There's arrows on the floor here too. Blame Deeks, he was asking me to play together. Nice. Well, I think the problem though is if you guys try to play together, you're immediately going to get put into the 3 versus 3 queues. I don't think you're going to get stuck in the solo queue. When the exam begins, you're to hit the buttons in order, A through B, then return to the start to finalize your time, B through A. Oh, you know what? I think I did this with Maduros like 4 or 5 years ago. This is the one where you run to the other side. Trat219 says this game looks surprisingly stable. Why wouldn't it be stable? It's an MMO live service game that's been running for 8-9 years. How many years has this been going? When did Fallout 76 launch? 2018. So 8 years. It's been out for 8 years. Well, 7 years, I guess, at this point. It'll be 8 years next year. Why wouldn't it be stable? So this is going to want me to run. I bet that's what those arrows were for, if I had to remember.
Examination will begin in 15 seconds.
Wait, do I need to start?
Exam initiated. Activate initial checkpoint. Checkpoint activated.
It doesn't tell me how long I have. Up. Through. Oh no, I fucking fell. Well, I'm gonna fail this. I don't know what I'm looking for, and I fell. That sucks. I don't know what I'm looking for at this point because I fell and there were like arrows pointing me, and there's a turret there that's probably going to shoot me. Hang on, there's arrows over here now. Fuck. Yeah, I'm fucked. I gotta go back. I don't even know where the start was now. Because the tracker just disappears. Like, all of a sudden it's like, follow the arrows. We're not going to show you where you're supposed to go. And there's no timer either to show me that because it told me there was a time limit. Like, how do I restart? Three minutes or less. I guess I just wait here for a couple of more minutes and it will eventually reset. Huh. Let me...
Physical examination complete. Time unacceptable. Please try again.
Okay.
Examination will begin in 15 seconds.
Okay. God, you know, I really wish... Oh, I can track. There we go. There we go. I had to track it.
Exam initiated. Activate initial checkpoint.
Okay, so now I actually have a checkpoint. Do I have to, like, follow the... Oh, that's a lot of rads. Oh. Something over here.
Checkpoint activated. Return to start.
Okay. Of course, trying to get back to the start ended up... No, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Fuck you, man. I got stuck in a corner. This is gonna be fun because I gotta figure out how to get back up and into that building. Oh, Jesus. 112. How do I get back up? And fucking mosquito in the house. I gotta figure out how to get up and into this building. I'm 58 seconds down. Come on, 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 come on.
Congratulations, applicant. Please access terminal to initiate final examination.
I know, right, Gray? I gotta get good. What's up, Heinrich?
Greetings, applicant. This is Melody Larkin, Fire Breathers Captain. Congratulations on your progress thus far. Until recently, we'd now be moving you on to our final exam. A nice, easy run through an active mind burn. But these days, we got bigger fish to fry. The scorched creatures have been pouring through Big Bend Tunnel. Someone has to stop them, and the fire breathers are the only ones with the tools and the know-how to get it done.
Tools and the know-how.
So, for your final exam, you'll be running a course cooked up by our very own Lieutenant Madigan to get you up to speed on dealing with these scorched. Head on over to the Belch and Betty shaft when you're ready. Our handler bot, Bernie, will get you oriented.
Belch
Come back
and
alive
Betty.
and human, and you're in.
I'm gonna go back to my camp first. Because I need to, like, break down stuff and stash. Am I ever gonna use a sword? No. I guess don't scrap it. Because can't you trade legendary items in at those train stations or something? I vaguely remember something along those lines. favorite mole rat chunks. To unfavorite those. Let's stash the machete. The sword. The idea of adding suppressor onto a shotgun makes me laugh. I lose a lot of the range, which is not that big of a deal. I don't know. Seems interesting. I don't think I need it. Shotgun is a shotgun. Modular Mammoth says, I think I'm approaching weapons wrong in this game. Do you upgrade them to level up or wait until you find a better? So everything has levels. So it's not worth it. Like this, honestly, I don't know why I'm still holding on to this, but this is a perfect moment to explain this. If you look at my weapons, that's a level 1 weapon, that's a level 20 weapon, level 15 weapon, level 20 weapon. Something like this that's a level 1 weapon, you don't need it. You can just break it down for scraps because you're level whatever. I'm level 24, 25 at this point. A level 1 item is, excuse me, is not going to do me any good. So you are definitely meant to upgrade your weapons as you go along. Garvin over on Twitch says you can. Okay. So yeah. Armor and weapons, you are definitely meant to upgrade. Not upgrade, excuse me. You're meant to make new stuff as you go along. And as Transcend says, modding things and then getting tiered gear, 1-star, 2-star, all that stuff as you go along. Like that has a star on it, that has 2 stars on it. But yeah. Because if you look at my armor, it's all level 20. I'm level 24. I could probably use this until level 30 if I wanted to, but if you go to craft items as an example, I believe it's every 5 levels you can make something. Like let's say I wanted to make a backpack. It's going to ask, oh, it's every 10. So it asks me, do you want to make a level 1 backpack, a level 10 backpack, or a level 20 backpack? So I'm wearing level 20 gear right now. Basically, I'm meant to wear that until level 30. Then at level 30, I can craft a brand new set of gear at level 30 and mod that gear. Unless I find stuff along the way that I wear to replace bits and pieces, which is kind of the way that I play. So, as an example, I'm going to craft a bunch of level 20 gear, and then I'm going to go play. And along the way, between level 10 and 20, excuse me, between level 20 and 30, I'm going to find new pieces of gear. And then I'm going to replace the level 20 gear that I made with the things that I pick up along the way. And eventually I'll get to level 30 and I will possibly have 2 or 3 pieces of the original gear that I made at level 20, but the rest of it's going to be stuff that I found along the way that's like 1-star or 2-star items from quests and drops that replace the things I have, as an example. Weapons are the same thing. I need to get a helmet because I don't have anything to cover me from airborne hazards at the moment. Generally speaking, yeah, graphics are always going to be better on the PC version of any game, as a general rule, if you can afford to have the latest and greatest graphics card. But I don't ever worry about it. Like I said, my wife and I had a really good discussion about this last night, so I've talked about this. I believe I even have an episode in my playlist for how to make a living as a content creator and streamer, where I talk about why I prefer to play most of my games on the console. My PS5, my base PS5 blowing up in September was the perfect example of that happening in real time, because I was able to turn around and replace my PS5 for, under $1,000, right at $1,000, because I ended up upgrading to the PS5 Pro, but still $1,000 or less. My gaming PC, on the other hand, or my gaming laptop, which is a Rogue Strix, was $3,200 plus the warranty. It was like $3,500 to buy my gaming laptop that I bought last year, which is the new one. Then I have my 8-year-old PC that I am using as my stream box. I paid $2,800 for that about 8 years ago. It is much cheaper for me to replace a $1,000 console than it is to replace a $3,000 gaming PC. So I would prefer to play my games on the console as often as possible, because I'm putting man hours on a machine that is much easier to replace if it blows up. Much more affordable to replace a console than it is to replace a gaming PC. I'm not a graphics nerd, so it doesn't matter to me whether I'm getting the absolute best graphics on the screen or the absolute best whatever. Generally speaking as well, the performance on consoles is always going to be better than the performance on PCs, because the companies are optimizing for one base experience for everybody. So I don't have to deal with all the bullshit of, oh, I've got a 5090 and the game runs like shit. I'm playing on the PS5 or the Xbox, and it's working great for me. So I always prefer to play on consoles. So my wife and I were having this discussion because I'm actively looking at buying a new laptop to replace the stream box, because my stream box is 8 years old. It still runs, but I would rather buy something now and replace it rather than wait until it blows up. So this month is Black Friday month. Big deals happen towards the end of the month because of the holiday sales. So I've got a couple of new Rogue Strix laptops bookmarked, and I'm waiting to see if they go on sale by the end of the month to buy something to replace. But she and I were talking about, do I really need to buy an end of the line, top of the line laptop to replace the one that I'm using, if that's just a stream box, considering I play most of my games on the console? And it's like, well, not necessarily, but at the same time, if you want to make sure that you're going to get 7-8 years out of a machine, you need to make sure that you try to buy as close to the top of the line as you can, and then, knock on wood, that machine will last 6, 7, 8 years and you get your money's worth. So but it's always going to be cheaper and more affordable to buy a console than it is to buy a gaming PC. And one of the reasons I'm really looking forward to the next iteration of the Xbox is going to be because it's going to make my job even easier, because I won't even need to own a gaming PC once the Xbox Series X comes out, or the next Xbox, not the Series X. When the next Xbox comes out, I probably won't even need to worry about owning a gaming PC again, because I will be able to play all of my PC games from GOG, Steam, or the Epic Game Store. I will be able to play those on the next iteration of the Xbox gaming console. That's a win for me. Less machines, I have to spend less money. That's a win. So yeah, because as of right now, I have, PS5 Pro, Xbox Series X, $3,000 laptop. I'm going to buy another $3,000 laptop this month, you know, depending on sales and everything else. Multiple monitors. I mean, it gets expensive, and I'm not even running high-end machines. Like, you start getting up into, like, the big streamers, like, if you look at Carnage's setup, like, if you've ever watched his, like, basement walkthroughs, um, he has a whole rig set up just for his unboxing videos. Like, I don't have that kind of budget. And like Dino, if you ever watch Dino on like his TikTok or his Instagram, um, like he spends he'll spend $30,000 in a year on gaming laptops and PC rigs, and I'm like, he's got like multiple, like 5 PC rigs with 5090s in them in his house. I'm not a multimillionaire. I'm sorry, I can't afford to do that. I'm a little small schmuck. I make a decent living as a streamer, but I am very much low end of the totem pole. I can afford to spend a few $1,000s a year to upgrade things, but I can't afford to spend $50,000 a year on, high end liquid cooled 5090 machines that cost $7,000-8,000 per. That's fucking ridiculous. That is not the average normal gamer. Yeah, Joe California. I can't wait to be able to play all my PC libraries on the next Xbox. That's a win for me. Yeah, I think that's many people transcend or like, it's not possible. Chris asks, do I care about getting the best version of consoles? Nope. Nope. Don't give a shit. I buy whatever when it comes out. If I can get it, I'll get it. Like the PS5, I bought the base PS5. I did not care about PS5 Pro. I bought my PS5 Pro last month only because my base PS5 blew up and I got a warranty replacement. I got cash back, and then I went and bought, for a few $100s, I upgraded to the PS5 Pro. But no, here's the thing. The people watching my streams, no one is watching my streams. First and foremost, you as the end user who watches my streams, you will never see my content in greater than 60 frames per second. Why? Because the codecs that Twitch and YouTube and Kick and TikTok and all these other platforms, those codecs render out at 60 frames a second. So you, the end user, are never going to see anything greater than 60 frames per second. Ever. So even if I'm getting 250 frames per second, you're never going to see that because it's only going to render out at 60 frames. Second of all, I don't stream in 4K. I stream in 1920 by 1080. The vast majority of the users who watch my content watch them on second monitors, mobile, or some sort of tablet device. They are not watching on big screen TVs. So it does me no good to stream in 4K because no one's watching in 4K, and no one is ever going to see in greater than 60 frames. So I don't need, nor do I care about having max graphics, because the people who watch my content aren't here to watch max graphics. The people who are here to watch me are here for this. They're here for me, my experience, my presentation, the community that we have gathered over the past 4 years. Like, That's what people are here for. They're not here to be like, oh my god, Renfail streams in 4K and I get to watch games with the highest possible. No, if you want the highest possible fidelity, get your own fucking system and play it in 4K at home, and then you can have the max graphics because you're never going to get it watching a streamer. There's always going to be compression on the streams, no matter if the person's running gigabit or not. There's always compression. So that kind of stuff is nonsense. Joe California says Costco has some gaming PCs that look good for not too much, but I'm not an expert. You don't need to be an expert. And that's the thing, Joe. Like the average user, you can get a Costco gaming PC and you will be fine. You will be able to run 99% of games at medium to high settings, and that's all you're going to need as an average gamer. The only people who need to care about bleeding edge performance are people who play professionally in Call of Duty scenarios, right? Or if you're doing this for a living. If you're doing this for a living, yeah. No, I don't play on. I don't play on PC a lot. I don't. 85% of the games I play are on the Xbox Series X. I'm playing on the Xbox right now. I'm going to be playing the Call of Duty campaign here in a couple of weeks on the Xbox Series X. I play Starfield in the Xbox Series X. I just played Outer Worlds 2 in the Xbox Series X. No Man's Sky, Series X. Cyberpunk 2077, Series X. By the way, we're going to be doing a playthrough of that in December. Borderlands 4, played it on the Series X. What am I playing on PS5 right now? We just played Bloodlines 2. I'm currently playing Elder Scrolls Online on the PS5. I played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on the PS5. I play Destiny 2 on the PS5. I play. The only thing I'm playing on the PC right now is early access shit that I can't play anywhere else. So Voyages of Nera, that's PC because I have to play it through Steam because it's early access. I'm going to be playing the Ash and Steel demo this afternoon. That's PC only, so I have to play that on my gaming PC. What else am I playing on my gaming PC? Hang on, I'm gonna boot up the PC right now. The Pillars of Eternity open beta that we just played the last couple of days, that was on the PC because it's only available on the PC. The only thing I play on my gaming PC are things that I can't play on a console because if a game has launched and it gives me the option between a console version and a PC version, I am always going to play the console version. Always. For the reasons I just stated. Because my console is cheaper to replace if it blows up. And if you've ever owned machines, there's something called machine hours or man hours. The longer the fans are running, the more it wears out. The wear and tear that you put on it, you'll eventually wear things out. Things blow up for different reasons. That's why you have warranties on everything. It's tools. I come from a construction background, and before that, a ranching background. You always know that your tools are going to wear out eventually. So what do? You try to buy the best brands you can, but you always have backups, and you always want to use the things that cost the least amount of money to replace. Because if something blows up, and something will blow up eventually, then it's much easier and cheaper to replace this than it is that. It's just common sense when you're doing it for a living. The only thing I'm playing right now on the PC are literally, it's all demos and early access titles, with the exception of Dune Awakening, because Dune Awakening launched only on PC. But Enshrouded, early access. Titan's Quest 2, early access. Voyages of Nera, early access. Norse Oath of Blood demo, early access. Of Ash and Steel demo, early access. Pillars of Eternity beta, that's an early access. So everything I play on the PC is early access. Those are the only titles I play on the PC. Everything else, console. So no, I don't use my PC a lot. I don't. Always play on console if I have the option. And again, because of performance, it's way better to just play on a console because consoles actually have better performance overall, and they don't have launch day issues like so many other games have. Yeah, that's the right transcend. Stick with your Series X because I already have a high-end PC, so hybrid PC provides no real tangible benefit personally for me. Um, yep. I mean, for now, but I mean, next generation. If the whenever the next generation of Xbox comes out and it's that hybrid, I will probably never buy a gaming PC ever again. I won't see a reason to. Yep, I have my Xbox set to 2K mode, not 4K mode, because I prefer to, for my own eyes, I like the best performance I can get. So I have it on 2K mode because then I can run it at 120 frames for the games that support it, as opposed to running at 4K mode, which locks it to 60 frames. And again, the end user can't see it. So even though, like, if I'm currently getting 114 frames. Can you guys see that at the top left? Top right, sorry. I think you guys can see that since I minimized the screen. 114, so I'm getting like 114 FPS right now. Like, um, but you don't see that because you guys only see 60 frames on the screen. I have been mobile laptop only for since 2007. I haven't owned a gaming PC since then, and I will probably never buy a desktop ever again because the laptops are way too easy to just pick up and go. Um, if I need to go on a road trip or something, I can just grab one of my machines and I'm out the door. Alright. This is the final... I've dropped everything off, so I should be able to just... Jesus, 13 caps, that's expensive. I don't use mods. Are you talking mods for weapon or mods for the game? Because those are two different things. If you're talking mods for weapons, I just put whatever I find. If you're talking mods for the game, I don't use mods on games. I don't have a mask yet.
Fire breather. Applicant detected. Kit ticket issued. Please collect your gear. Examination briefing. Holotape issued.
There's power armor here. The fusion core is toast, though.
Use of deadly force is authorized against infected personnel.
I grab that, can I fast travel back to my camp and deposit it, or can somebody rob it from my camp? There's not enough fusion core for me to worry about it right now, because I would need to find a
Please
fusion core.
proceed to examination target.
Transcend says grab the armor. Remove high-level power armor pieces. Hang on, what did it say? To use this power armor frame. So this is mine now. So I can take this back to my camp and just drop it off? Drop it in the stash box? So hang on, I need to go back to my camp really quick. I'll come back here in a second. Because if this is mine now, I want to drop this off at my camp. So here I am at my camp. I haven't really built anything. How do I get out of this thing? I have no idea how to exit. I'm on controller, not keyboard, so I have to figure out how to get out of this with a controller. I may have to look at the control scheme. I'm pushing different buttons right now. Oh shit, that was a grenade. Alright, I'm gonna have to look at controls really quick. It doesn't show me. Hold RB? That's what I just did, but it chucked a grenade. Ah! The action button. Okay, my bad. Alright, cool. So, how do I stash this in my stash box? By the way, the stash box is over here. Okay, because here I have a stash box. So get out of this. Y to collect. Well, that collected the... Oh. It has been recalled to your inventory. Okay, sweet. So now I can go... What is that under? Armor? Yes. Power armor chassis. And those are level 40. Helmet, right leg, torso. Okay. And then there was some fuel associated with it too. I don't know where that's under. Yeah, I have no idea where the fuel cell went to stash that. Right, I'm just curious what those are called, or what it's under. What's the fusion cell? That's not it, right? That's a fusion cell. I think we're looking for fusion core. I don't know where it put it. I totally pulled one out. They're under ammo, maybe, someone said? It's not these, is it? Oh, fusion core. I already have it in the box. So I already stored it. It's over here. Fusion core. Okay. I remember I have to find more of those. If it, okay, so cool. Well, that was an unexpected getting sidetracked. Found some power armor. That's badass. Okay, we gotta go back to the Belgian Betty. That was worth the 30 caps or whatever that it's gonna cost me to do the fast travels. I got power armor. That's awesome. Alright. Desktop gets you... yeah, no, that's just not true. Someone said... this is over on TikTok. Desktop PC gets you more for your buck. I don't understand why you would get a laptop. If you don't understand it, that's a you problem. I'm not going to try to educate you on the whys, because my whys are my whys. They're not your whys. If you don't think that a laptop is worth it and you think a desktop is superior, then by all means, whip out your e-peen, stroke it a little bit, and tell yourself that your high-end desktop gaming PC is better than a laptop. You go ahead and do that. That's entirely for you. I don't play that game. I do not worry about that kind of shit at all. I play on console. Master PC Race, that's for little children and people with small brains and small penises in real life. Like, nobody really plays that game. It does sort of matter if you're going to be a high-end professional, like, esports player. But for the average gamer, ain't nobody give a shit about high-end PC. I can buy... my brother, as an example, just bought two excellent laptops for his kids, as an example, that have... I believe they have 3070 or 3080 Ti's in them. They were like $1,200 a piece or $1,500 a piece at Costco or Walmart. I forget where. But he bought these two laptops for his kids. Those kids can run every game they will ever need to play on those laptops with those 3080 Ti's or whatever that's in them. They will never play... those kids are never going to play games that require a 5090 graphics card or the performance of a 5090 graphics card. They're never going to play those types of games. I don't play like Call of Duty type games where I need to care about having the absolute blazing maximum FPS and all that shit. I play RPGs. What the fuck do I need a $7,000 gaming PC for when I'm playing an RPG. Like, that's some mentally challenged thinking right there. But Master PC, you gotta have the best. Okay. Do you also drive a lifted pickup truck with 50-inch wheels? Little small PP.
Welcome, recruit, to your final exam. I'm Hank Madigan, fire breather lieutenant. Exam simple. Reach the bottom of the mine, hit the emergency beacon down there, and come back up. All you gotta do is survive a little slice of living hell and all the scorch that call it. Now, I get this is extreme, but we need to know if you can hack it before you got half a dozen other people counting on you. But you're not going in empty-handed. Along with your suit, you've been issued a modified 10mm. We figured out the Scorched aren't big fans of depleted ultracite. Took a field trip to AMS HQ to figure out how to make the stuff, but it's the most effective tool we found for putting them down. So time to prove you can put it to good use. Suit up, strap in, and move out, recruit.
Time to suit up. Heinrich says my man cave consists of Xbox X, a PS5, and a 50-inch TV, a cooler for my beer. A tower PC would ruin the vibe. It would also be my beer funds for a year, buying a top-end power PC. That's right. That's right. I mean, in a perfect world, if you look at what most high-end streamers are doing, is the reason they can have all those machines is, one, they get a lot of sponsorships, and two, it's tax write-offs. So, at this point, everything I buy is a tax deduction. So it's like you wait till the end of the year, and if you need to burn up $10,000 in tax write-offs, you go buy a couple of brand new high-end PCs or laptops. Burn up some money. But we're not at that level yet, so. Alright, we did get some gear. We got an anti-scorched training pistol. Might as well use it. We got a fire breather uniform and a fire breather helmet. Alright, looking good. Yes, correct. Also the whole need to update your gaming PC every year. It's just, I can't be bothered. It's the other thing I love about consoles. Buy it once, you're good to go for the next 6-7 years. Joe says, I have a 65-inch 4K TV. Why would I want a tiny little monitor? Plus, hooking up my PC to my TV would just be a hassle. I mean, I did. So I have I don't even use, because right now I game on a 32-inch curved 4K monitor. I have a 27-inch curved 1920 by 1080 monitor, which is this is my stream chat monitor. I don't even use the big screen TV anymore because I spend all my time at my desk, so this is where I live. But Chris actually was the one who suggested, she's like, you ought to put the big screen TV over here on the wall. So there's the door to my office. She was like, you ought to just mount it to the wall right there and have it on a swing arm that swivels out, and then you could have the 50-inch or whatever. It's like a 48-inch or a 50-inch. So she's like, then you could have that one right here, and you would have 28, 32, 50, all in a surrounding display. And I was like, that's actually not a bad idea, babe. But that requires a reconfiguration of the office, and installation of a wall mount, and I'm just too lazy for that right now. Plus, the only reason I would ever play anything on that would be when I load up like Outer Worlds 2 could have been fun to play that on a big screen, but I don't really need like the 32-incher is completely fine for the best. The reality is I don't play games offline, and trying to play like on the 32-incher is big enough that I really don't have like the moment you start getting bigger than 32 inches, your eyes have to start moving back and forth a lot because the screen is so wide. And that adds eye strain, which is why anything bigger than 32 is, 32 to 36. It's about as big as you need. At least for me, anything, because I've played on the 50-incher before, and it was giving me eye strain because I'm just like, your eyes are constantly trying to track across this huge monitor in front of you. Correct, Transcend. The PC versus console discussion goes nowhere when you have people who can't differentiate between need versus want. Yep, you don't need these things, you want these things. Especially the FPS discussion, I am always gonna laugh my ass off at the little children. I need more than 60 frames. No, you don't. Red Dead Redemption 2 is an award-winning game. You know how many frames per second Red Dead Redemption 2 is? 30 frames a second, baby. No one gave a shit. No one still gives a shit. People still play that game and love it. Alright, we've got to find a way to activate. Let's back down the application. Alright, I gotta shut up and pay attention, guys. It was a nice rant for a little while. I gotta figure out how to get down here. Mountain honey? Let's take a swig of that. That's right, Chapsy. My frame, my hardware, my e-peen. Oh, there's a terminal here. Hostile specimens contained. Remote door control. Open door. Shit, there's a lot of... Those are just... Oh, that's a legit critter. Oh, this thing's like automatic fire. Big fan of this pistol. Ooh, submachine gun. Lots of rats down here.
Is it on? Yeah, the red light is on, so it's recording. This is Maxine Ballard, squad leader of the Scorched Layers. We're making this recording to document our descent into the Belching Betty mine for the final exam.
Okay.
Well, say which exam.
Oh, right. For the Fire Breathers' final exam, we're supposed to head inside, find the emergency beacon, and watch out for Scorched.
Piece of cake.
I don't know. If it's so easy, why hasn't anyone else completed the exam?
Because they weren't us. We've been hunting Scorched at the farms for days. How much harder could the ones in the mines be? Grow a little backbone.
Come on, guys. Let's stick together on this. All right, shut up. Okay, Scorch Slayers. It's time to lock and load. Let's get the job done.
First audio log. You know, I've never repaired any of my gear. Do I need to worry about repairing any of this stuff? Nah, my stats are fine. Alright, well,
Okay, squad leader. Tim and Andrew are both dead. Now what the hell are we supposed to do?
Shut up, Sai. She's recording. Entry 2. We've lost Timothy Wolf and Andrew Rhodes to a swarm of Scorch. And the rest of us barely made it past them alive. I'm beginning to think Melody Larkin may have underestimated the difficulty of this exam.
You're damn right she did. This is suicide. What the hell with this? I'm going back.
No, you're not. You're sticking with us.
Why? You get picked off one by one until we're all dead? No way, not me.
You know what, Sai? You've been acting like a coward ever since we started tackling the Scorch at the farms. And now, Tim and Andrew are dead because of you.
What the hell are you talking about?
I saw him, Max. When those Scorched pushed through the tunnels, they came at us from all sides. Tim and Andrew were holding, and they told Sai to watch the back, but he didn't. He ran away and left their rear flank wide open. That's what put them down.
Bullshit! She's lying, Max.
Oh, both of you knock it off. Sylvester, if you want to go, go, but you're going back alone, and I guarantee we didn't clear everything behind us. But even if you make it, mark my words, you'll never be part of this squad again.
alright.
Fine. To hell with both of you. I'm out of here.
I'm guessing that was Sylvester
You're
Tate.
seriously letting him go? Yeah, Rita. We're better off without him.
Better off without him. Yeah, I don't share that mentality. Take what away? Sorry, I don't deal in absolutes like the Sith. This story is better, this story is worse. This is the weakest. I don't deal in absolutes like that. I play games and I enjoy games equally. So for me, the story in Fallout 76 is independent of the story of any of the other Fallout games, and I enjoy it for what it is. There is no better or worse, there just is different. Because your 0 might be my 10, and my 10 might be your 0, and it just completely defeats the purpose of enjoying video games to try to claim that something is better or worse than something else, because you don't know the person who's playing the game. Maybe for you this is the weakest story, but yeah, I don't subscribe to that particular belief system. I bet we're supposed to go through over here. Right, that's like Grace says, it's like saying the Mona Lisa is better than Starry Nights. Like everybody's gonna have an opinion. Art is art, and art is subjective. What is that? Ultra sight? Never seen that before. Scorch Wander. What's up, Blanca? Oh, I bet Christina's up. Blanca just woke up and her ears went and she's like watching the door, so I bet Chris is up and wandering around the house. Ooh, is this gonna be like a drop-off, point of no return? Boy, that sure shit looks like it. Oh no, there's a way down over here. This thing is not silenced. Dude, I just called like 10 of them. It's probably not as deadly as Last of Us, but... or Days Gone. There's one more over there somewhere. I saw him wandering.